Hey professionals, Devin Smith back with another tip. I have professionals who hate their boss or hate their paycheck, get what they deserve without spending thousands of dollars going in debt or 1,000 hours away from their family. Make sure you contact me. Let's talk about it. All right, here go another tip. 5 things that will separate you from your team. Because these days it does not take much to be above average. The bar has been set so low for being average that you just have to do a little bit more to be above average. Let's get started. Number one, be on time. I don't care if you were half an hour early, 5 minutes early, but don't be 5 minutes late. Come to work on time every time. This shows that you are reliable. This shows that you can be dependent on. Depending on how many shifts you have on site, people are truly dependent on those that show up on time. So make sure you are one of those people. You do not want your boss looking around wondering where you are all the time. That's not a good look. That's not how you get a promotion. That's not how you get promoted to another job. Let's move on. Only got a short time on this little clip. Number two, take your lunch and come back in an hour. Or if you have a half an hour lunch, come back in a half an hour. Whatever time slot you have for your lunch, make sure you leave and come back during that time. If you can't leave on time, make sure you talk to your supervisor, let them know. If you're late, make sure you go to your supervisor, let them know that you apologize and don't make it a habit. Again, this builds dependability. This is your brand. And going to lunch on time, coming back on time, not coming back an hour 15 minutes, not coming back an hour 45 minutes. But if you got an hour for lunch and you come back in an hour, you're not going to get patted on the back. You're doing what you're supposed to do. But it separates you from those that come back an hour 15 minutes late. No, I'm sorry, come back in an hour and 15 minutes for their lunch, right? They're 15 minutes late every time for their lunch. That's not good. People will probably never get fired for that, but you also will never be on the top of the list of those that deserve a promotion or a salary increase. That's where it comes in at. So make sure you're on time for your job and for lunch. All right, number three, keep your manager and your team updated. If you are working on a project or a task and you are having problems with it, make sure you notify someone. Don't try to work your way through it and then it's late, or those that know about SLA, service level agreements, you bust those. Those are the time restraints for certain tasks. If you're having problems, make sure you let someone know. Otherwise, the issue becomes not that you didn't know what you was doing, but you didn't let anybody know, and you don't want to be on that list either. Number four is ask a lot of questions. There is a terrible trend going on around here. I guess I can't call it a trend anymore because I've seen it for several years now, where people act like they know something and they don't. And then those that don't know don't ask questions. This is not how you succeed in your career at all. You are actually supposed to ask questions. How else will you learn? How else will you know? Those that act like they know fumble things all the time. Those that don't know never progress because they never ask questions. Now, when you ask questions, make sure you take good notes. Take good notes so that you don't have to ask the same questions again. Number five, once you get all the information from all the questions that you ask, all the special subject matter experts that know their craft, know their task, know the job inside and out. Once you ask them all the questions you need to ask them, and you have taken good notes, now you can be the source of the information. Now you are, instead of the one that asks all the questions, you are the one that people come and ask questions to. You are now a source of information. What can you do with that? Well, now that you have all that information, why don't you update the training manual for the staff? Or how about for the new employees that come on board, you have an onboarding training manual for those people that come on board. Now you're showing value again. So what do we have? We now have dependability, a resource of information, and you are building value by building up your team. Now how does that look when you go for your annual appraisal? You got a lot to say, and you will make it hard for them to refuse giving you that promotion or that extra increase that you want, right? Good tip. I hope you use this. This is something you can apply today, like I always do. Take this with you and apply it today and see what happens. This is Devin Smith. Please come to my site for more information. I look forward to seeing you. Take care.